Welcome back to the Fairfield Dynasty. Today we are on the road at Rentschler Field to take on the UCONN Huskies. Last week we faced an underrated Louisiana Monroe team and lost in blowout fashion in the inaugural game for the Fairfield Blue Devils. Today we're on the road for the first time this year, as we'll stay in state though against the UCONN Huskies. This could potentially be a rivalry game, as we're the only two FBS teams in the state of Connecticut. But we will get underway. David Pendle, the dual threat quarterback. Last week we struggled against Marcus Evans, and the throw to Tyler Davis. He breaks one tackle, gets a block, gets another downfield, and now he's into the open field inside of Blue Devil territory to the 20, 10, 5, and he's gonna take it all the way. A 73-yard touchdown. All it looked to be a loss ends up as a big play to open up the game for UCONN. We'll go offset I. The give goes to Dominique Frederick, who is brought down for a no gain. It'll be Dontarius Butler in the Wildcat. Give goes to Marcus Macklin, the third string running back, and he will lose 4 yards. Third down and 11, as Terrence Lake does get the start today. We'll go downfield. It's Antonio Lawson for 42 yards, and he picks it up inside of Husky territory. Read option for Terrence Lake. He cuts up the middle of the field and finds 9 yards. I formation with 2 wide receivers. The give goes to Dominique Frederick on the power play. He gets 3 yards as the offense is now into the red zone. Butler checks in. It'll be read option once more. Blocks down the field, and Terrence Lake will get in from 20 yards out, as our offense is able to answer right back much quicker this game than last week. UCONN on offense for the second time today. Pendle trying to get out of the pocket. He gets hit hard on the gain of 2. That'll bring up third down and 6 as the wide set down the seam. It is Kyle Buss for a 16-yard reception. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Pendle will drop back, throw across the field. He's got his wide receiver, and that is an 8-yard reception this time. Third down and 1. Running a little bit of the option to the outside, cutting back inside is Pendle. He breaks one tackle, can't get away from the swarm of defenders after that though. That will continue the drive. It's now 2nd and 5. Mensah up the middle, who is brought down after a 10-yard run. They'll spread the field now with 4 wide receivers. Pendle will drop back, and now he'll try to escape. Brooks Strickland can't bring him down, and he will slide. That's a gain of 7. Sticking with the 4 wide set with trips to the left, they'll give it to Mensah. He breaks the tackle and picks up the first down on a 5-yard carry. They'll be in the shotgun on first down and goal. Pendle will take off, breaks one tackle, and loses the football. It's Trevon Bullock on the recovery, and that's a big turnover forced in the red zone. Terrence Lake will lead our offense back onto the field, dumping it down on third down and 8, and Dominique Frederick picks up 7, but he needed about 8 or 9. Pendle will be back on offense as he gives it to Mensah up the middle. A lot of running room, as that was a big hole, and Mensah gains 13. 3 down linemen. It'll be Mensah on the carry. He breaks one tackle and picks up another first down. That's a 10-yard run. Pendle will throw this time, as on first down and 15 he finds Beals, and Beals is able to fight through some tacklers. A lot of yards after contact in the first 2 games so far. Pendle drops back. It's a quick drop, and he throws to Tyler Davis, who breaks one tackle but doesn't get to the end zone this time, but it's still a gain of 19. A draw play goes to Scott. He tries to stretch it outside. It's Rashawn Gilchrist III on the stop, but they have the ball now inside of the 5-yard line. Scott stretches it outside, cuts back in, and on third down they punch it in the end zone to retake their lead. Terrence Lake back on offense under center, gives it to Dominique Frederick, and that's a 3-yard gain. Third down and 1. It's a twin tight end set. Give goes to Frederick, and they give him the first down call. He's just barely able to get it. Kenny Spence comes in motion, and it'll be Frederick on the carry, a gain of 6 this time. Really trying to rely on this ground game. We do have some talented running backs in Dominique Frederick and Dontarius Butler. Frederick definitely the best of the 2. It'll be Butler though this time. He's more of the power back, and he's able to pick up 8 yards. He is a load to bring down. In the shotgun on third down and inches, it's Butler into the open field. He will fight forward to the 31-yard line, as we have our 4th third down conversion already in this first half. Quick throw to Javarius Edwards, and the possession receiver has the 7-yard reception. It's an offset I. will give the ball as Frederick tries to get outside. He finds a big hole and picks up 9 yards. We'll go with the heavy set with a tackle over, and it's Butler on the carry. Great job binding the hole there, great vision as he picks up the first down. Now 2nd down and goal, will pitch it outside, and Frederick is able to get in the end zone from 2 yards out, and that'll tie the game back up at 14. UConn on offense, Pendel drops back, throws, he's got his receiver Mayala, and that is a first down and a good completion. Tyler Davis comes in motion, it'll be Pendel, he finds the hole, he is very dynamic when he tucks the ball and runs. 3rd down and 3, Mayala on the carry, and it's another stop for our defense, already more stops today than they had all of last week. It'll be the kicker on, and he misses it, it doinks off of the upright, and we will get the ball back, still tied at 14. Nearly intercepted there by Lucian, as that will be another punt for us though. Back-to-back stops for both teams as Pendel's back, and he's got the ball. Great block by his receiver. He's into the open field, finally brought down by Gilchrist III after a 31-yard pickup. UConn has the ball at the 30, and they'll throw to Tyreek Beals for the 6-yard reception. 3rd down and 4 will bring a blitz. Pendel drops back, he throws, he's got Donaldson, who's brought down at the 5-yard line. As we have a minute and a half left, UConn will use the timeout. Goal to go for Pendel, off his back foot, fading away, and finds Tyler Davis once again. A great completion for Pendel, as now with 17 seconds left, 3rd down and 3, Terrence Lake just looking to find something. He finds TJ Cross for the 21-yard reception as he's able to get out of bounds. Now Terrence Lake is hit, and it's a sack and a loss of 8. Now 3rd down and 18, Spencer Clay will come in to throw the ball down the field. He is the stronger arm, and the Hail Mary is knocked away, and we will head into halftime with a 7-point deficit. A much closer first half this time than it was last week. We're definitely playing pretty well on both sides of the ball. We're going to need our defense to continue to make stops though in this second half. The opening to the game for Tyler Davis was explosive, but our offense was able to answer back, so we will now get into the second half. 2nd down and 10, Frederick up the middle, he finds the hole. A great job by the lineman there. We'll stick with the ground game as it's been very successful. There's 4 or 5 yards for Dontarius Butler, setting up 3rd down and medium. We'll go with the screen pass as Butler tries to get outside, and he is stopped. He needed 5 and got 4. But we're going to go for it. We need some points. We're not trusting our defense, and Kenny Spence picks up 2, just barely getting the first down. A power play. Frederick stretches it outside. Nice stiff arm as he breaks 2 tackles on that run. And it is now 3rd down and inches. Both fullbacks check into the game. Butler has it. Nice cut. He finds a hole and picks up 8 yards. 3rd down and 5 once more. We'll set up another screen pass as Butler has this one, and this time it works much better as he's able to secure the first down on the 12-yard reception. I formation, but we'll go play action. Lake throws and misses Adrian Schaefer, who had some room to catch the football, but just overthrows him. Now it's a draw play straight up the middle, and Frederick finds a big hole as that's a 15-yard gain. We'll go back to the 2 fullback set, and Butler powers his way into the end zone from 7 yards out, and that'll tie the ball game back up at 21. A very nice drive there that took up almost 5 minutes of clock. It'll be Mensah on the carry, who is put down hard by Deontay McBride. Mensah though gets back up, and they'll give him the ball this time. He finds a nice hole and is hit down hard once again, this time by Trevon Bullock. And the shotgun is a 3-wide set. Pendel will keep it. He finds a hole and picks up the first down and will fight for extra yardage, a gain of 14. 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter as inside Fairfield territory, Pendel will go down. It's Morgan Shaw, the senior linebacker, on the loss of 10. Our offense will come back on the field with a chance to take the lead for the first time today. 3rd down and 3. It'll be a give to Frederick, a big time block by Kenny Spence, and it springs him for 11 yards. We'll head to the 4th quarter tied at 21. We'll look for our first win in program history. Lake will keep it, and he'll lose 1 or 2 yards, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. A 3-wide set for Lake. He throws, and Antonio Lawson is able to hang on to the football, as that will move the chains. Twin tight end look, it'll be Frederick up the middle for 5 yards. Now 3rd down and 2, I formation. Butler checks in the game. Great cutback. He's showing some amazing vision in today's game as he picks up 13 yards, 67 yards on the game. Macklin checks into the game as the 3rd string running back picks up 6 yards. All 3 running backs have shown some impressive ability today. We'll stick in the full house set. It's been effective so far on this drive. Lake will keep it. He tries to cut upfield, picks up the 1st down along with 9 yards. They'll go under center, a quick throw, and Schaefer is open once again, but a miscommunication between the two will force CJ Sanders to come on for the field goal. The kick is away, and it is right down the middle, as we'll have our first lead of the ball game, 24-21 with 4.5 minutes left. Kyle Buss gets it for 6 yards, as UConn will go up tempo. Pendel on the option. He'll stretch it outside, makes a man miss. Great cut to make Gilchrist miss, and he is driven out of bounds. Split back set for Pendel. He finds Buss right over Blackshear's head, and that'll move the sticks. 1st down and 10 for Pendel. He'll move in the pocket to his right now. He'll just trying to escape. He gets to the 30 and is brought down by Freddie Whitworth, the other middle linebacker on the team. 2nd down and 1, Pendel on the design keeper. He picks up a 1st on the 5-yard carry. They'll go under center as Mensah gets the ball. He goes up the middle, and he's got a good run to the 15-yard line. UConn moving quickly, so this should give us time if they do score on this drive. Pendel will keep it and is brought down by Blackshear, but it'll be goal to go for the Husky offense. 2 tight ends in the game. It's a throw, and it's Tyreek Beals into the end zone. 28-24, the Huskies will take the lead. So now on offense, we'll go empty to open the drive. Right across the middle, it's Adrian Schaefer for 11 yards. 1st down and 10 will go split back for the first time today, and it'll be Dominique Frederick for 7 yards. 3rd down and 4. This is a big 3rd down. We'll set up a screen pass. They've been hit or miss so far this year, and this one is a miss as Frederick comes up just short, but the offense will stay on the field, and the quarterback keeper moves the chains as it's a 4-yard run for Terrence Lake. Under center, it'll be Frederick. Great block by Nathan Reed, and it's a 15-yard run. We're inside of Husky territory with a minute left in the ball game. We need a touchdown for the win. A field goal will not do it. There's 8 yards for Adrian Schaefer, as we'll use the timeout. I formation, Butler up the middle, as Frederick was shaken up a little bit ago. Now we'll go empty once more. 2nd down and 7 across the middle, and Darren Childress on the catch. He hangs onto the football. 1st down and goal. Butler up the middle. He punches it in to give us the lead once again, and that will give us a 3-point lead with 17 seconds left. UConn's got to get a chunk play. They'll dump it down to Mensah, and he stiff arms the defender but is brought down by Brady after the 7-yard reception. 2 timeouts left for UConn. They just need the field goal. Buss has it for 7 yards. Only 8 seconds left though. They'll need a chunk play to maybe get into field goal range, but they probably should have 2 more shots down the field. They'll throw it deep. Clock winding, and Amari Burks has it. It's the backup free safety who was in the deep zone who comes away with the interception, and that will run out the clock, and we will have our first victory as a program coming here in Storrs, Connecticut. It only took 2 games for us to get our first win, and it came against the in-state rival Huskies. It was great to see this team fight back and fight all day and lead that game-winning drive. It was Terrence Lake. He may have cemented himself as the starter with a great performance today. A lot of it came on the ground. Dontarius Butler does get Player of the Game awards with those 2 rushing touchdowns. He did a great job on 12 rushing attempts. You can see only 152 yards from Lake, but did a great job. He had a little bit on the ground, and Frederick with 140 yards rushing. There was a clear focus on establishing that ground game, and that focus stayed all game long. We did not stray away from it, and it was very successful. 3 tackles for losses, 2 sacks as a defense from Morgan Shaw and Brooks Strickland, and we finally got our first 2 turnovers actually as a program, and first interception by Amari Burks. And that was great to see us finally get a first win, but now we move on to some stiffer competition. We'll be on the road in Minnesota to take on the Golden Gophers. They are a good team from the Big Ten. They're maybe a middle team, but are 2-0 on the season, and they do have some good talent around their roster, especially much more talented than we are. They're 2-0 with an overtime victory against New Mexico State and a victory against UNLV, but pretty cool, Brooks Strickland does get Player of the Week honors. This Minnesota team is led by Tyler Johnson on offense. At quarterback, they have Stanley, or 2 freshman quarterbacks actually. We'll see Stanley, who will get the start. Rodney Smith is their running back. Shannon Brooks will not be playing in this game. And look at the stats so far. Terrence Lake definitely outperforming Spencer Clay, and he will get the start against Minnesota, so he will continue to start. He's done a good bit throwing through the air and also adds, I feel like, a nice element on the ground game. On defense, we're going to have to play a lot better in this upcoming game if we want to be successful as we were today. A quick recruiting update, as we're in the lead for a good number of prospects. They're not the highly touted guys, so it's not the hardest to get these guys. Sean Moore actually, we're in a little bit of a tight battle, and John Roberts, the junior college corner, we're in a tight battle for him as well. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below and our recruiting class. And what do you think the keys are for this upcoming matchup against the Golden Gophers? Like I said, I hope you did enjoy, 'cause I'm out.